Oh, wow. Is this dog walking music, Dire Straits?
Quite up-tempo enough for 3:30 a.m.
Yeah. Packer and Durham, ACC Network. West Durham, skate.
You want the story real quick?
Yeah, let's get the story. And then we got John and Ted on the phone.
Long story made short. When I was running the Clemson radio and television network 100 years ago.
Back when you were a sports marketing magnate?
Before even that.
Oh, okay.
We had the Danny Ford. This is back when everybody did their TV coaching shows, right? And they were terrible. All of them were terrible.
Every coach's show?
Terrible.
The ones you ran and others?
All of them were terrible.
All coaches' shows were terrible.
Terrible. They sat there, they read a script, and they didn't want to be there. And they're making a gazillion dollars. So Danny, and I can say this
just threw them all in the bucket.
I threw them all, and they all were terrible. But you had to do them because these guys were getting paid. It was supplemental income.
Yeah, Woody, I want to congratulate
all of them.
Jim Root and the College of William and Mary for an outstanding effort.
You got it.
We beat them 51-3, but Coach Root and the Indians are going to have a big year.
Here's Mike Voigt for 4. It's 3rd and 6. Here's Mike Voigt for 5. We had to punt the ball. Come on, they were forever.
Tom Biddle-eye, outstanding kicker.
They were terrible, those shows. So nevertheless,
God bless you, Coach Dooley.
We told Danny, hey, Dale, here's the deal. We
Danny.
Coach, we know you don't want to wake up early Sunday morning and drive all the way into Greenville. So we're gonna come up with an idea. We're just gonna need you for 3 minutes after the game Saturday. You just give us a breakdown and we'll handle it from there. Ford loved the idea because hey, I'm in. You're still paying me. I don't have to wake up Sunday morning.
How'd that conversation go?
It was great. He loved it.
What did Danny say?
Youngster people, that's good people. So we agreed to this, but to fill space, came up with an idea that we're going to get Frank Howard, who is alive and well, the legend, and we would have him do a preview of next week's game. So if Clemson was playing Georgia Tech or Wake Forest, we'd go interview Frank Howard, and we'd go right into his office, the legend, and he'd give us 2 or 3 minutes about, P-Head Walker, and so, I mean, he had,
Bobby Dodd.
Right. He had great stories, right? Anybody knows Frank Howard, he was just a legendary storyteller. So we went into Coach, and I said, Coach, here's what I'd like to do. Well, that'd be fine, Mark. How much you gonna pay me? I said, we're gonna pay you $100. I'm gonna give you $100.
Cheap somebody.
Just hear me out. I'm going to give you $100 a show. That'd be fine. You're going to pay me in cash? I said, I'll pay you in cash. That'd be fine. What day you coming in here, boy? I'll be coming in there Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Coach Howard avoiding tax implications.
Right. You know, fool.
For cash.
Frank Howard's no fool. So I said, whatever day we pick, Tuesday at 10 a.m., we'll come in there. We had the TV lights, the cameras, all this stuff. We'd hook him up. He had his spittoon. He had to back off his jaw. He had his cane looking at you. He'd still whip your rear end if he wanted to. And so we would come in and we would film and Frank Howard telling you a 3-minute story, and he was great. All right? But here was the problem. He was too good. He was too good. So after about a month of shows, word got back to Frank, hey, Coach, man, you're carrying the Danny Ford show. And Ford's, Danny gives you a youngster person, a nice boy, mama, daddy, football, Christian athlete. I mean, he'd give you all that. But Frank was hilarious. So people are like, man, Frank, you ought to have more time on that show.
Oh, no.
So word got back to Coach Howard, who then called me and goes, I need to talk to you, boy. I said, well, what time would you? Come on in here right now. Come on over. Shut the door, boy. So I sat down, and he goes, well, let me just tell you something. Sounds like I'm carrying Danny Ford. You need to pay me more money. And I said, excuse me? You need to pay me some more money. You ain't paying me enough money. I know what you're paying Coach Ford. It's a whole lot more than $100 a week. And I said, well, yeah, Coach is making a little bit more than that. Well, I ain't doing the show no more unless you pay me more money.
How many had he done?
4. We got the whole 15 weeks left to go. And so I looked at Coach Howard and said, Coach, I thought we had a deal. Well, I ain't going to do nothing. You give me more money, $100. So he goes through the whole routine.
Well, it's cash, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so I said, Coach, I think we're out. We're out. So I get up and walk.
You played hardball with Frank Howard?
We had a deal. And so I walk. And so, and so the TV guys are like, hey, we're going to Coach. Not this week, we're not. We're going to have to come in with more highlights. And so, like 2 days later, I'm walking down the Jervy Athletic Center, and Coach Howard had his office in the corner, legend, right there in the corner. And I hear this, hey, skate. Skate, come over here, skate. And normally it's, hey, boy. Now it's skate. And I walk around the corner and say, Coach, you talking to me? Yeah, skate. Come on in here, take your seat.
Close the door.
Shut the door behind you. And so I shut the door, I sit down, and I said, well, Coach, I'm a little confused. Why you call me skate? I'll tell you why I'll call you skate. You're a cheap skate. And so that was his whole deal. You ought to be giving more money. I said, Coach, I tell you what, we'll be in here in 5 minutes. If you're going to give me a story, I'll give you $100. That's all I can do. It's all that's in the budget. And he said, all right, I'll tell you what, I kind of like your skate, so I'll let you slide this time. Bring your TV cameras back in here. And so, sure enough, we brought the cameras back in there, and he got $100 every week the rest of the way. But that was his deal. He called me
1 year you did it?
1 year.
Because it wasn't in the budget to do it another.
No, we couldn't afford him. Because you know why? He was better than Danny. That's why. But he was a legendary guy. I mean, one of the all-timers. Frank Howard. Hey, skate.
Skate.
Take a seat there, boy. Skate. Cheap skate.
John in North Carolina. Follow that.